और लोटस पे रहती है. तो how does she symbolizes all this? Please tell us.
Okay, so every god that we see, वो हमें उनको उनकी इमेज से हम बहुत कुछ, उनकी सिंबोलॉजी से हम उनके बारे में बहुत कुछ जान सकते हैं, right? There is a reason that why goddess Lakshmi is standing, why goddess Saraswati is sitting, and all these things, they have a reason. तो अगर हम लक्ष्मी माता को अच्छे से उनकी पिक्चर को देखें, आप सबसे पहले देखोगे उन्होंने लाल कपड़े पहने हुए हैं, right? So she is wearing red clothes. So the red is the color of vitality. It is the color of movement, right? She moves, and that's what she says. She loves to be with people who are in constant movement, जो अपने जीवन के पथ पर चलते जा रहे हैं. She doesn't like lazy people. If you're lazy, then she is going to say, okay, you hold for a minute. Probably she will come, but she will not be in that state of permanence, right? Because otherwise she will keep on, moving in that space. So we let go of that laziness, right? And at the same time, you also see her 4 hands. She is shown with 4 hands. और आप सोच के चलिए, अगर किसी के 4 हाथ होंगे तो वो चारों हाथों को मैनेज कैसे करेंगे? लोगों से 2 हाथ ही मैनेज नहीं होते हैं. आई मीन आपस में हमारे दोनों हाथों की कुछ ना कुछ चलती रहती है. बट शी इज कैरिंग दोस 4 hands so beautifully, and they are very much in balance, right? They are not hitting each other. They are held, beautifully, like in many posters. Yeah, she is shown with the Vara Mudra, which means she gives the blessings like this. She's giving the blessings, and then she is also holding that golden pot with so many gold coins in that. And yeah, and she holds that flower also, right? Lotus. And at the same time, she also holds that conch, like wo shank maane pakda hua hai. So all these things, what are these 4 hands? These 4 hands are basically the 4 pillars of our life, and we call it dharma, artha, kama, moksha. So that's what she is carrying. So dharma means righteousness. She teaches you righteousness. Artha means the wealth. So there has to be a balance between righteousness and wealth, right? Most of the time, people feel conflicting in nature between both of them. Or should I earn money or should I be right? But she asks you to find a balance between having right money. That's what she is teaching you. Righteousness, bringing the balance in both the hands. And the other hands, dharma, artha, kama, moksha, right? So yeah, so kama means the desires, and the moksha means the liberation. Most of the times we say that if you keep a desire, you will be in the circle of the life and death. You will never be free. And so again, these are again conflicting. Either you have liberation or you have the desire. But she teaches you both. She says you can have desires, but don't be too attached to desires. Approach them from a liberating spirit rather than being too nagging and latchy to all of it. So when both these 4 elements, all these 4 elements come into the space of the balance, we automatically get the grace of goddess Lakshmi. And apart from that, she also sits on lotus, right? She is usually shown on lotus. So there is a beauty of lotus. Lotus comes from the mud, right? And mud is nothing but the physical world, the material world. And lotus is nothing but the spiritual world, right? The elevated space. She says, you are living in the mud. That's perfectly okay, the way lotus lives in the mud. She says, even if you live in the mud, yet be in the state of lotus. That's what she is teaching you. That don't reject anything. Don't be too spiritual. Don't be too material. Have a balance of both. You can have all. You can have everything in your life. That's what she teaches us through her sitting. And at the same time, her picture is usually in the ocean. She is sitting in a water body, right? So what is water? As I said, that she lives in Sheer Sagar because she came from the Sheer Sagar, so she is also called the daughter of Sheer, I mean the daughter of ocean. And ocean is usually abundance, right? There is no limit to ocean. That means all the rivers, everything gets into the ocean, right? And ocean, there is no limit to the ocean, the way there is no limit to stars and the space around. So that's her very nature. So it speaks about her abundant nature. That's what, the ocean is about. And also she has elephant with her, gaja. So she is also called Gaja Lakshmi, right? So Gaja means elephant is basically the sign of big, something more, right? Something bigger than the usual. When an elephant comes, you can't deny the presence of an elephant. You would definitely be looking at it. So that's what the elephant is, a sign of royalty, abundance, bigness. She encourages you to think big. She encourages you to dream big. And in that dreaming, she encourages you to also have an intent of Loka Sukhna Samasta Bhavantu. Right? She gives you an intent that don't be too much about just yourself, your own personal thing. Be collective, right? If you have anything in abundance, share it. That's what she says. Each one of us carry abundance in something or the other, right? Some are abundant in somebody is abundant in something else. If we begin to share our abundance, whatever we carry in abundance, if we begin to share that, we start to receive the grace from her. Then she's there. And apart from that, she also has an owl, right? Owl is also, it is said
Oh,
that हाँ, जैसे दिवाली के दिनों में, दिवाली के दिन किसी को अगर आउल दिखे तो बहुत अच्छा शगुन मानते हैं उसको. It's a good omen.
yeah,
Yeah. Yes. So owl is basically seeing beyond the obvious, right? So it's the owl who can see in the darkness, right? She
right.
also, through owl, she encourages that don't be blind by the wealth. Don't get blind by the wealth. She says that see beyond the obvious. What-
Yeah,
That's what she is teaching you. Because beyond your wealth, there is your intent. That's what she says. Keep your intent pure, right? And when your intent is pure, she is there. She is definitely with you then.